And welcome everybody here in Twitch chat and everybody on YouTube for some Azorius Flicker. It's our next donation deck that we're going to be playing. This deck is all about flickering our creatures. What it means, if you're kind of newer to Magic, what it means to flicker is means to exile something you control. I guess they have this Flicker of Fate here, but it means exile something that you control and then return it back to the battlefield right away. That's what it means to flicker something. And that's what our deck's doing. So we have these 3 Flicker of Fates that exiles a creature or enchantment, then returns it to the battlefield under its owner's control. Which this is nice because it doesn't say, unlike Teferi's Time Twist, which is in Standard before, this doesn't say exile something you control. You can exile anything. So like if they play an Agent of Treachery and steal your creature, you can Flicker a Fate and then flicker it back over to your side. If they like attack with a bunch of creatures, and you know how like this happens a lot when you play against Embercleave decks, right? They attack with their creatures and you're like, all right, well, I'll make these blocks, but I know they're going to Embercleave, and they Embercleave. You can exile the creature that they tried to put the sword on, right? And so then you can maybe make some good blocks, and you don't have to take a whole bunch of damage that turn, and then you try to figure out what you're going to do after that. But like, so there's other things you can do with Flicker of Fate also. So we have that. We have Charming Prince that has the last ability also to flicker. And then, of course, Thassa. Each end step, you get to flicker something. So we have just lots of stuff with Enter the Battlefield effects, whether it's Charming Prince with Scry, Fibblethip drawing a card, Illyrios making 3/2s every time we flicker that legendary card. Elite Guard Mage, gain 3 life, draw a card. That's a great one. We have our Cavaliers, which I think Cavalier of Dawn could just work amazingly with Thassa, because it does say destroy up to 1 non-land permanent, and then its controller makes a 3/3. It's not like the thing has to actually be destroyed for you to make the 3/3. You just have to target something. So you can target Thassa with Cavalier, and Thassa's indestructible, so you don't actually destroy Thassa, but you'd make a 3/3. So basically Cavalier of Dawn with Thassa in play can just be a 4/6 that comes into play and makes another 3/3, and then end step you flicker the Cavalier of Dawn and you make another 3/3. So that could be pretty sweet. Okay, I'll answer that. And then is Cavalier of Dawn the Sandman? When y'all are saying Sandman, is that the Sandman? But yeah, I know Agent of Treachery, obviously flickering that thing is ridiculous, but then Dream Eater, Cavalier of Gales, like we just got a pretty sweet little flicker deck. We have 25 lands, but as you can tell, we want to hit lots and lots of land drops. Oh, Sadman, not Sandman. So this is Sadman. Okay. That's different. Anyway, to help us hit land drops, we got a couple of Birth of Meletus. So, like that's basically playing more lands, right? Because whenever you play this, you just put a land in your hand. And then Omen of the Sea also gets to scry draw. And, Fibblethip draws, Charming Prince scries, Elite Guard Mage draws. Like we have a lot of ways to be able to hit more land drops. All right, but we're going to go ahead and play through a league. We're going to play till we either win 5 or lose 2, whatever happens first. And let's see if we can flicker a bunch and drown out our opponent in value. Yeah, the white Omen is too low impact. Yeah, Lumbering Battlement is pretty awesome. I'm a big Lumbering Battlement fan. Didn't find a room for it in here, but yeah, I love that card. Yeah, just 2 Agent. I mean, Agent is still an expensive card. It's hard to cast. So we just got the 2 Agent. I mean, yeah, this is a Thassa Agent of Treachery deck, what we're playing right now. Cool. Yeah, I could see the Orzhov value being turned into Esper. Yeah, absolutely could see that with Thassa around. You and Hawkeye feeling better? I'm for the most part kind of better, but I still have. I don't feel like I have a cold as much. But I have like a headache, like my head is throbbing, and I'm kind of a little dizzy and stuff like that. Like that's what's I'm dealing with now. So we'll see. It's been getting a little worse, you know, on our second deck here. We'll see how many decks actually end up playing today. This may be it, I don't know. But the Hawkeye is not doing better, and I'm pretty worried about the poor little kitty. He's not going to be able to go into the vet until Thursday morning, but he's just not eating. That's obviously a big problem. So I went ahead and Banishing Light the Brontodon, because if I don't do that, and if I just wait, then whenever we Banishing Light something else later on, they just get it. They just destroy it, the Banishing Light with Brontodon anyway. Yeah, first or second slot, either one's open. Ganaris. I have one donation deck for tomorrow from Drug Wizard, and if Drug Wizard's here, didn't say which slot. Oh, first tomorrow if possible. Never mind. So never mind. Drug Wizard wants first slot, so never mind. So second slot's open. This is a pretty nice little combination of Cavalier of Dawn and Dream Eater anyway. Like, Cavalier of Dawn also can make a 3/3 golem on their side, and then Dream Eater can bounce it. That's a nice little combination too. You think we should be playing Teferi instead of Banishing Light? Well, Cavalier of Dawn would not get Teferi back from our graveyard, but we'll get Banishing Light back from the graveyard. Yeah, it's true. The Flicker of Fate can kill the golem. That's true. Hey, Zerv. We're doing good. Getting back into it. Trying to get all healthy and everything. Agent of Treachery. Now that is a draw step. I think I'm just going to steal... I mean, I'm going to steal Vraska, but I think I'm going to minus and just destroy the Trail of Crumbs instead of ticking up. I think I'm just going to take the 3-for-1. Or the 2-for-0, I guess. Like I said, that's technically what it was there, is a 2-for-0.
Don't be surprised if we meet again.
So now I can bounce, or I can flicker the Treachery with Charming Prince. Dream Eater only bounces permanents you don't control. So I obviously want to do that whenever they're tapped low. Okay. So I don't want them... Well, I guess they can still Murderous Rider. I don't want them to be able to just Murderous Rider my Agent of Treachery in response. Which they can still do that because of the Goose. McBeady. Thanks for the Twitch Prime sub. Welcome to the channel. Ganaris, like to see a deck with Jace and Thassa's Oracle as a win condition for second tomorrow. Okay. Alright, I'll work on that tomorrow. Alright, Jace and Thassa's Oracle. Write that down. For a second slot tomorrow. Alright, cool. Thank you, Ganaris. Oh, let's write that down too. Alright, get rid of all these lands. They're going to draw a lot of cards with this Corvold. Good. Good, but then we're going to be able to steal the Corvold. This song is Group Love, Ways to Go. Yeah, they'll sack the Corvold. Yeah. Still better than them having it though. Alright, I need a Banishing Light this Trail of Crumbs, but then they just brought it on the Banishing Light. But at least I'll force them to use the Brontodon. Alright, I think they got us. Yeah. I think they got us. feel pretty good if we can get a Thassa. Like, think about like this game if we would have had a Thassa that would have been flickering stuff. That could have been pretty crazy also. We have 4 damage in the air, but still we're not beating that. All right, Heliod's interventions. Get a couple of those. And Gust Decree aren't bad. Do I want Ether Gust and Devout Decree instead of Banishing Lights? Maybe some Doan's Vetoes. I mean, we have to kill Corvold. If Corvold's in play, we got to get rid of Corvold. Obviously. Yeah, that was the first game of the first match. I'm gonna take out 1 Dream Eater, 2 Banishing Light. I feel like they're just gonna blow up my Banishing Light. Between Vraska, Brontodon, all that kind of stuff. I want to play 2 Veto. I'm going to play 1 Devout Decree. All right. Illyrios Enraptured. Yes. I think that's Flash, right? Yeah. Boo. All right, well, we have the Omen of the Sea that we can flicker anyway. Okay. Hopefully we don't need to veto this next turn. We have Thassa and an army of 3/2s. Starting next turn. All the children, yeah. So we'll have 3 devotion next turn. Interesting. They did not just play Mayhem Devil. Hey, Elder Aspirin. Thanks for Twitch Prime sub. Number 17 on the day. Okay. I will take that, of course. With having another one in my hand, they're legendary. Also took up their food. They didn't, you know, so like that was a pretty good trade. I'll take it. I wish I had 5 mana. Okay. Okay, I got food for you right here. Yeah, I'll show you eating your food. Eat your food right there, okay? I guess just playing another Illyrios is just my best thing to be doing. Maybe it's Banishing Light Mayhem Devil. Yeah, Banishing Light, Trail of Crumbs, or Witch's Oven. Ugh. Let's go Oven. Yeah, I think Oven's probably our best thing to do. Makes it a lot harder for them to use Trail of Crumbs. They gotta pay 2 for the goose and then crack their food. Is it hard to use Trail of Crumbs harder for Mayhem Devil to do its thing? Stop. So it would have been nice to have the extra mana to be able to veto that or Flicker or Banishing Light, really either one. I just want one more land. This is pretty awkward being stuck on 4 lands. That's how you always lose, stuck on mana. Yeah, it's an awkward one. Especially how, like, we want to play something that costs 3 and something that costs 2. We have 2 cards that cost 2. Just holding both of those up just doesn't really make sense. That's unfortunate. We have 4 mana, so we can't double spell with the 2s. We'd have to double spell with a 3 and a 2 either way.
Don't dwell on what's about to happen.
It's either Devil or Trail of Crumbs, I think. I may just take this Trail of Crumbs so they don't get to keep getting more cards. It's if I do that, can I survive the 2 Devils? And I guess the answer is probably not. So I guess it's a Devil. Oh yeah, I could just flicker the Omen and try drawing a card. And like scrying for a land. I should do that. I should do that. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think the Kraken's... Yeah, I really liked the Kraken. I think it did really well for us. Deputy of Detention. It's an option. Deputy just like kind of always dies and gives them their stuff back. Alright, let's do the thing that I should have done before. Um... So I'm planning on playing Cavalier of Dawn next turn. And then the turn after Cavalier of Dawn, then I can have Charming Prince flicker it and have Veto or Flicker still available also. Yeah, as far as I know, yeah, Jared Leto's still part of 30 Seconds to Mars, as far as I know. Kind of a waste of a veto. Changes. Cauldron Familiar. Yeah, oh, don't worry about it. It gets nicer. Yep. Gets nicer, don't worry. Wow, they just sacked the 3/3 just to deal 1 damage? Wow. Oh, wow. Then another oven drawn. Thassa Charming Prince isn't going to work how I want it to, will it? Because like this will exile till the end step, and then whenever this comes back in at the end step, I also have to put this on the trigger. I can't like Charming Prince flicker this and then also Thassa flicker it. As far as I can tell. Yeah, so I want to life gain mode, but I want to wait until after I can get rid of this Mayhem Devil. I don't want them to kill my Charming Prince. Possible it's too late. I don't really know what I'm doing here. I mean, if I flicker before the cat lands, they can just get the other one and still do that again. Alright, well, I need to gain 3 life with the Charming Prince. I don't have a way to get out of this now. I definitely could have played that game better. Definitely could have played that game better. I needed to play the Charming Prince first. Like that's yeah, I just absolutely need to play the Charming Prince. But I'm sure I could have played that game better in other spots also. Yeah, I'm sure I could have made better decisions. It was a tough game. There's time wipe in the sideboard. I didn't bring it in. We're playing mono blue. We're playing mono blue today. You hit me for one, I'll hit you back for one. Even Eternal. Alright, that card's pretty good. Unfortunately, Castle Ardenvale not untapped. Hazel Farmer. I'm not too worried about our life total yet because we just have to cast Elite Guard Mage and then we gain 6 life immediately. So we can reset our life total pretty quickly with that thing. Yeah. Yeah, I probably need to kill the devils faster. I can see that. I underrated the devil. That's pretty good. Oh, I should have flickered their token. I didn't need to gain 3 life, draw another card. I should have just flickered the token. Like in combat for them. Like would they amass again, then I flicker their token. So I should have done. Yeah, I definitely should have done that. Definitely should have done that. I need that life gain. Yeah, if I agent the token, it get to keep everything with agent. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Dang. I didn't quite do the math yet, but all right. I like our chances for games 2 and games 3. I'm gonna take out an Oracle for a time wipe and something else for a time wipe. What else are we taking out for the other time wipe? I'm gonna take out one Enraptured. Yeah, we might have been fine there if I would have just flickered their creature the first time. We could have been fine. It would have been 5 less damage that we would have taken and then I would have been able to, yeah, like we would have won that game probably if unless they had something else, but we would have been really far ahead if I would have flickered their thing. Would have taken 5 less damage, then I would have been able to Banishing Light their 1-drop. So yeah, we should have been fine. Well, I would not have gained the 3 life. You know, I gained 3 life for flickering my creature, so I would have taken 8 less damage, but I would not have gained that 3 life. So it was like 5 more. Thanks, Goo. Thanks for the bits there. I think we need to put some green in this deck. I mean, there are good green cards. We would just be sacrificing Uro all the time, because it'd just keep on coming back, and we didn't escape it. If you flicker Uro, you gotta sack it. And Groth. Give their creatures Menace. Means I can't block it. I think we're just going to time wipe here instead of playing Cavalier of Gales now. With us knowing their creature has Menace. I mean, I don't know. I could Cavalier of Gales and just put, you know, some crappy lands on top. I can do that too. I'll just do that. Yeah, they're playing like Dimir Mass. No, Exclusion Mage rotated out. Actually, I'm going to give them a Birth of Meletis if they want it. They can search their library for a Plains and put it in their hand. What?
88 ways
Can't draw more cards.
Pick one.
That's all I want to do is draw more cards.
Hone your prowess.
Ramming speed.
I think if they block with the, you know, if they block 2 things, I'll be happy. We have too many cards. I don't want to spend the 4 mana to tap Thief. Yeah, it's just a lot of mana. I wanted to like play Guard Mage, like playing stuff. Hey, Sothian. Don't murder my Cavalier. That's not cool. Thanks, Ed. Yep, there's the link to the deck list. I'm feeling a little bit better. I'm not perfect though. Yeah. My head's still bothering me quite a bit. This song is 99 times. Just like they said in the song there. By Kate Vogel? Question mark? I'll type it out. I'm somebody who hasn't really ever had a headache. Like, that's just not something that I basically ever really have had, or headaches. Ever. So this may be like the worst headache I've ever had in my life, honestly. Like, that's the only one I can really remember. And it's hurting. Like typing, like just typing there and just like the sound from the keyboard. My head was like, ow, that hurts. Oh yeah, like a brain freeze. That's probably happened. I guess I haven't really counted that. Yeah, I know a lot of people like suffer from migraines and stuff. And I'm very fortunate that's not that I don't. Am I getting enough vitamin C? Maybe not. I don't know. It's, you know, I took a lot of cold tablets the last like 2 days. And so I think it's like a dehydration thing from taking the cold tablets to try to get over being sick. Reminds me to drink more water. But I have been drinking lots and lots of water, but it still could be a dehydration thing. I think most people that work in desk sitting have headaches due to bad posture. I could definitely see that. My chair is just it's not a very good chair. I mean, it was like a $150 chair I got from Staples like 3 years ago, maybe 4 years ago. It's not the best. But yeah, my posture is not good either. I have noticed. Let's just keep this thing. No, I mean I wish my posture is better. I noticed that like just overall like my shoulders and stuff are more hunched forward ever since I started full-time streaming over a year ago. I need to, whenever I move, a big priority is going to be to set up a better, get a better chair, but also set up a better desk position. My desk is too low right now because I have to like hunch over just to be like at my desk and everything, and at the screens it's too low. I need to set it up higher. And so that's something that I've known for a while, and I just haven't been able to like raise my desk. But whenever I move, I'll make sure the desk is another like 6 inches higher.
I train every day. No one is more prepared than me.
So yeah, my opponent is really valuing Narset and protecting Narset, which is why they didn't, attack with the 3/3. And they didn't even minus the Narset. They didn't want me to. I don't know. I don't know exactly what I would have done.
Mind and body should move in unison, like wind and wave. I have just the trick for this.
Murder. That was a surprising attack for my opponent after the last turn. I did find a house, yeah. Yep. We're in the stages of finalizing everything, but yep, I found a house I'm very happy with. And hopefully I live there for a long time. And I'm really excited to move. Oh, well, I guess I'll try to figure out what this chair actually is, Yud, and I'll send it to you, but... Because, yeah, it's a pretty decent chair for the price. Happy with that. That should be game. Yeah, they were in the cryptic commands were in the store to purchase. They were like 8,000 gold. Yeah, so the move is happening. My guess is like the second week of February. That's my guess. Oh, okay. Well, there you go, Yen. Like I said, it's probably like is either 3 or 4. Yeah, it's probably about 4 years now. Whenever I bought this chair, a little bit less than 4 years ago. So who knows if they still even make them anymore. Like Dream Eater is fine, I guess. I could keep it. I play like Illyrios on 3, Charming Prince to flicker it on 4, then Cavalier, then Dream Eater. It's fine. The new lands are not on Arena yet. Alright. Hey, thanks, QQ, for that new house hype. Thank you, QQ. Oh, you just played against somebody playing them? Well, you technically you can get the Esper color ones. You cannot get the green or the red yet. So I'm guessing they were playing the Esper colors. You get them from the new, or from like the decks, the Planeswalker decks. Like in paper, they give you a code for the, you can get the Planeswalker decks on Arena also, and the Planeswalker decks have them. So the Ashiok Planeswalker deck has the blue, the black, and then the Elspeth Planeswalker deck has the planes. So definitely think they're using a removal spell to Denton Antgar. Yeah, move into Denton. Hey Rochian, I'm not feeling the best still, but feeling good enough to stream for a little while. No, tokens don't count towards devotion, because if you look at the top right hand corner, this token doesn't have any symbols. You just count mana symbols. That's how you count devotion. So like there's 1 blue, there's 2 blue. This thing has 2 black. It's only mana symbols. If you make a copy of a creature, that copy of the creature still has the mana symbols, and so that would count. I think I'm just gonna Cavalier of Dawn. And blow up Thassa. Make it 3/3. Indestructible. Alright, we'll flicker Cavalier of Dawn. Make another 3/3. So I'm thinking I can Alpha Strike him next turn. Yeah, Raychan, yeah, I made the deck like that a few days ago. That, yeah, we made blue black Flicker with Quasi Duplicate and Gray Merchant, but then yeah, I have Thassa Flicker Gray Merchant. That's pretty cool. Rude. Hey JJ. Yeah, you still get the token. You destroy the thing, get a token. It doesn't check if the thing was actually destroyed or not. Okay. So they had a pretty poor hand. I'm going to play a couple of Disdainful Strokes. They were just mono black, right? Yeah. All right, let's give this another try. Yeah, yep. Iron Scale Hydro is not actually part of the set that you open in boosters. So the only way to get Iron Scale Hydro on Arena is to use wild cards. But I think if you go to mythicspoiler.com, I think it separates them pretty well, if I remember correctly. Like it'll have like the whole set, and then at the bottom it'll have like the Planeswalker decks and stuff, and it'll show you those cards. So you can tell like what cards were in the set, what cards weren't. Would Hanged Executioner fit in this 75? Dread Presence is good. Now I wish I would have held up Disdainful Stroke for Dread Presence. Yeah, Hanged Executioner isn't, like, it's not a bad card, but I don't think it really fits. I don't think that it's necessarily better than anything else. I don't think I'd want to play it. But it's not, you know, like, if we needed to, we could play it. Not the worst by any means. Yeah, you could probably splash a color in this deck. If you did, maybe it'd be more difficult to play the Cavaliers, though. I should have played the Hallowed Fountain. Oh, cool. Did that site help you, JJ? We haven't, it's my favorite deck. We haven't been able to play too many decks still. But, I thought the Teamer ramp felt really strong, and I was playing that offline a good amount. But yeah, like the enchantments. I really like the Selesnya enchantment deck. I was hoping they were going to shoot Fibblethip. Right. Yeah, double block does not kill Cavalier of Dawn because it's 5 damage. So I can either make a 3/3 or draw a card. Draw a card's better than Scry 2. So I can either flicker the Cavalier, blow up my Banishing Light, make a 3/3. Or I could flicker this thing, make a 3/2. But then I could flicker Fibblethip, draw a card. I think my random card's more valuable than a 3/3, so we'll Flicker Fibble Thip. I haven't tried out a Bant enchantment deck. Yeah, if you just the question is, will playing all the time make you a better player? If you do just kind of play randomly and if you don't really focus on improving, then maybe not. I mean, that's what you got to do. You got to just whenever you're playing, it is good. It's the best to play one deck and play that deck over and over and over. Like, if you want like the best results, it's the best to really master one deck and become really good at it and be able to, because a lot of the game is really having like a really good sideboard plan and knowing exactly what you want to be doing with sideboarding. That's so much of Magic. But yeah, so like playing more will just help out there. Hopefully. This deck's pretty sweet. Got a lot of card advantage in here. Yeah, 5-mana Ashiok's definitely good. Alright, so we'll tap that. Tap that. I guess tapping the Cauldron Familiar doesn't really matter. I shouldn't have done that. Yeah, so we could be making 3/3s or drawing cards with Thassa. I'm gonna just blow up their Witch's Oven. They can have a 3/3. I don't like them doing all this oven stuff. Yeah, don't know what to focus on when you're debriefing of like what went wrong. Kind of focus on like individual cards. What cards did the opponent play that were really valuable? What cards were you playing that weren't very valuable? So like with the cards that you're playing that aren't very valuable, if you play lots of games and like the same kind of cards kind of show up of like these cards aren't very valuable, maybe you need to replace them. And you can see like what cards were my opponent defeating me with, and therefore I need to have more in my deck to counteract those cards. And not just take it after just like one game, but like that's something to think of over a more of like the long haul. So you don't just like overreact every single game and change your deck. Do you think, okay, so good question here. So when you say replay the same deck over and over to master it, do you think it's better to avoid adapting it in order to better understand how it plays out as is, or adapt it as you better identify its strengths and weaknesses? I think probably the second. Whenever you better at whenever you play it and identify your strengths and weaknesses, then start adapting it. Yeah, I think that's when you don't want to just adapt it right away and be overreactionary of just like, all right, lose one and change everything kind of stuff. Yeah, I mean, these cards are reasonable. They are cards. They do stuff. Just mana-wise, I just want to be casting this turn. Yeah, it's also tough not to let bias favoritism take hold because you love Haktos by knowledge and you can only do so much in games. Yeah, I mean, absolutely. And well, I guess we're gonna play this now, and that's okay. You know, like that's, you understand, and honestly, like that's what we're here. We're also here to have fun. So it's okay to play something. You understand that you may not win quite as much if there's like something that you really like that you wanna play. Like that, like a card that you really like. How do you see Fires evolving with new cards from Theros? I'm sure it will. I'm sure it's still a card that's going to be played. Honestly, with how I'm thinking right now, I don't have a good answer for that. I don't know. I can't really think about the new set too well or exactly what's going to happen. So I don't have a great answer. I don't know. Correct. Dungeon Geist does not really work with Thassa. Whenever Dungeon Geist gets flickered. Yeah, I'll have to think about that one. I'm sorry. I can't really think about what's in the set. Dungeon Geist, yes, does not really work. I should not have just played that land because we could get a tap land here. Am I holding up so far? Holding up okay. I think this is just going to be my last league. I'm kind of struggling. So it's done. So just gonna have like I think we're just gonna have a quick stream today where I play the 2 leagues. But you know, we still have a lot of games to go before the end of this league. Vile Patient, thanks to the Twitch Prime sub. Yeah, I'm still getting over. I didn't stream the last 2 days because I was pretty sick, and I'm still getting over that. I put up all the decks for today just to see, but if we get through it, but the whole, you know, streaming's not super easy. Alright, I'm going to try to do it all. I'm going to hopefully draw a blue source. Perfect. Now I can do it all. To be honest, I just saw the Agent of Treachery and thought that would be pretty good. I should attack first here also, by the way. And to be honest, I didn't really look at the rest of the cards. Could use a blue finale. Yeah, I've been happy with the explosions, just killing people with explosion instead of doing blue finale. But yeah, that is true. Untapping 5 lands with blue finale can be like, you know, 15 plus mana if you have the Nyxborn Ancient in play. Your opinion on comparing Esper Hero to Esper Control? I'm not sure which one's better in the metagame yet. I think it's a little too early to say, but Hero, you know, is going to be lower to the ground. Basically, Hero's lower to the ground and, yeah, probably more consistent, good cheap interaction and stuff like that. But you can go over the top of Esper Hero easier. So like Esper Control is going to be all right. So I need a land. I guess Castle is just better than Plains, and I need a Thassa. So like Control's going to be able to go bigger and have more impactful individual cards, you know, like sweepers and stuff like that. I'd say the Control deck's probably more it's probably a more powerful deck. But Hero's more consistent and lower to the ground. We get a little 1/1 wrinkle. He's so cute, little 1/1 wrinkles. Yeah, the problem with sacrificing agent if they use priest is then I don't get to Thassa my agent. Baby wrinkle. Ophelion, getting the gifted sub. Thank you so much there, Drug Wizard. I appreciate that. That gets us to sub number 19 on the day. Towards another sub goal. I guess I do need to sacrifice Agent of Treachery, don't I? I'm taking their non-token creature. So I can bounce the token creature. When come out and play the song. No, there are no Elspeth Conquers Deaths in here. That could be something to add in, at least if not in the main in the sideboard. That is a pretty sweet card. Maybe we should have some of those. That is a good card. That's rude. I mean, the game's over, but it's rude. Alright, so that's game one. Alright, another decree. So what are we doing? So we're doing decree and a couple time wipes. Maybe decree a disdainful stroke and a time wipe. Yeah, we could probably play 4 Thassa in this deck. I agree. Yeah, we probably could. So it's like the whole deck is about flickering stuff. But yeah, it'd be nice to have like some way to loot them away or something like that if we're playing that many. And Kitty Dexterity gifting out the sub to Sankrios. Getting us to our second sub goal. Thank you very much there, Kitty Dexterity. Oh, that's really cool. I'll gift out the same number of subs. That is true. Okay, so yeah, we have enough. Yeah, we do have a lot of scry and draw, so we can find our 3 Thassas. We probably don't need the 4th. That's a good point. This is a good hand that we have. It's difficult for them to take something. I could see Disdainful Stroke. Sure. I like next turn being able to have Devout Decree plus these other things. Or Birth of Melitus. Alright, so no Decree. Nope. That's Spawn of Mayhem. Hey, Synchrist. Greetings from Canada. From Canada. Alright, I'm going to take the land so that I can play Thassa and have Flicker of Fate available. And now let's start digging for something for Spawn of Mayhem. Scry 2. I kind of like both those cards, but we'll keep the Omen. Yeah, that song is America's Sweetheart by L. King. Like ELLE. L. King. I think L. King is Rob Snyder's daughter. If I remember right. But don't have. Just gain life. Didn't have the mana to play the Dream Eater yet, so just took the Banishing Light first. Correct? Okay, yeah, Rob Schneider is L. King's dad, yeah. Priest. We gonna bounce. Bounce that. We gonna bounce. Oh, I could be playing guitar. Bounce that. That's pretty good. Getting double Dream Eater trigger. Just Surveil 4 twice. Yeah, Dream Eater finally has a home. And we're 3-1. Outgrinded the mono black decks. Yeah. Yeah, the basically is cheating being able to fix your top decks like that. So it feels like. But yeah, then you just go grab Agent of Treachery and then start stealing all their lands. Okay, this hand looks pretty good. GG's, Valimir. No, don't need 7 mana card. Not yet. Alright, we'll do a little Skrizzle. Nope. And nope. Just don't want to spend time casting that because I think we're going to be I want to cast like Banishing Light, and then Cavalier. I don't really want to cast either of those other cards. Did they just miss a land drop? Yeah, I'll still do this. Looks like if I take Paradise Druid, then they could just have Leafkin. Oh yeah, they would have just had another Prison Reef. That would have been bad. Look at that. Block it. Darn. Alright, so I'll just Cavalier of Dawn, kill the Nissa, give him a 3/3. Dang, all the Risen Reefs. Well, so much for them missing land drops a little bit ago. I think they're doing just fine now.
Rise, my elemental friend.
I'm really glad that thing's not an elemental giant. You think it should be an elemental giant flavor-wise, but play-wise, yeah. Glad it's not. What if that was like originally their plan, was elemental giant, then kind of thought better of it in playtesting. No, the other one's an elder giant too. They're both just elder giants. Alright, so I need another land. I think I want to draw... Do I want to draw Omen of the Sea? Or do I want to draw a random card? I'll take an Omen of the Sea. That hurts, putting Thassa down to the bottom. I should have put the Omen of the Sea down to the bottom. No, I mean my plan. I'm not gonna. No, my plan is either we hit the land drop, which is what I need, and then I Agent of Treachery this Nissa, then ultimate it. Or we don't hit the land drop, and now I have to Dream Eater this Nissa. That's pretty unfortunate. I mean, I guess I could just Cavalier of Dawn it. Just give him another 3/3. I don't know. Should I be attacking with the Elite Guard Mage? I don't know. That's so many 3/3s over here. That doesn't do anything. Do you think they just give more counters on their Incubation Druid? What are we doing over here? And then just concede because of that? Wow. So I want to play Ether Gust, Disdainful Stroke. And I kind of want to play a Time Wipe. Gotta cut one more thing. Now I've seen everything. I think it needs to be a Flicker, a Birth of Meletus, or an Omen of the Sea. Not Omen, so either Flicker or Birth. I take out a Birth. Well, yeah, we can't. Yeah, our deck, of course, cannot play Hushbringer whatsoever. But, yeah, Hushbringer is looking like a pretty good card in the metagame right now. We've been playing against just... all we've been playing against are, like, Simic and Mono Black. That's, like, all we've played against today. Yeah, I mean, I guess basically just stealing Nissa then ulting means they don't get it back. They can't get it back. I guess I could just steal Nissa and then tick up once, because yeah, I wouldn't have any forest to go grab. So it wouldn't do a whole lot. The ultimating. Good flicker there, Risen for him. I'm just going to put both lands down to the bottom. Ether Gust. So they play like a Nissa or even that thing. Let's Ether Gust that. Put that back on top. Then we get to Time Wipe. And they only have the 3 lands. They're drawing the Cavalier. Those look like reasonable cards to draw. Best of you. Boom. That was the perfect Ether Gust. All right, and we are 4-1. Final boss time. No extra life. Let's go. Final boss. That was such a satisfying board wipe. That was. That's why we played the 1. That's why we put the 1 in there, so we could do that. All right. Good luck, Zythan. Zythan's in the chat and everything, and they just said that they're leaving the chat, and good luck. Yeah, Uro and Simic Ramp, I mean, it depends, like, if you have Cavalier of Thorns, that makes it better, but I like 1 or 2 copies of it myself. I think like the escape stuff is like really late game, but you know, it gives the deck some good life gain. Also, that it doesn't really have, it didn't really have before. So I'll just lead with the Oracle because it's just Scry 2 also, so we just get 2 of them for Scry 2. I guess it's kind of like a weird Scry 2. Yeah, Thassa is probably one of the most fun of the gods to play. Yeah. I don't know if I don't really like this card in our deck, but it's kind of good because it's easy to board out, right? Like we're just like, all right, well, what card do we want to board out? Well, it's just gonna be Thassa's Oracle. Just every time, just board it out. Wow. That is an aggressive trophy. I'm not mad at it. I love that extra land. So yeah, next turn I still have Guard Mage, but then the turn after I can potentially have Guard Mage plus Prince. Yeah. I hope they play Massacre Girl. They're probably not playing Massacre Girl, right? Well, we might as well just Fibblethip now that we have that, and try to find one more land, and then Agent of Treachery, and then Flicker Agent of Treachery. Yeah, they played turn 2 Paradise Druid, and they haven't played another land since then. Never mind. There's a land. Massacre Girl? Doom Whisperer. That thing looks super scary. I'm going to Flicker the Oracle because that can dig a lot deeper to make sure that we draw a land next turn. And then I'll keep up the other Flicker available. Alright. So we'll put the Castlar and Veil on top, and all the rest go to the bottom. Thoughts on a copy of or two of Nyx Bloom in this deck? Nyx Bloom, like the green card? I guess we're at 26. Alright, we can take it. I could use the Flicker of Fate on the Doom Whisper, like to flicker the Doom Whisperer. The Nyx Bloom artifact. I'm not really interested in playing that card in this deck. I don't think that's necessary. Nyx Bloom Lotus. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I don't think you really need that. Attack. There's definitely times like where, you know, extra mana would be really nice, but I think there would be too many times where you're not like affecting the battlefield or anything, you just have that thing. I think it's kind of unnecessary for our deck. Attacking in. Wow. They're more scared of agent of a 2/3 in play than Doom Whisperer. Not gonna do that to the Doom Whisperer yet. That doesn't help.
Requires servants. Your corpse will volunteer.
I realize I have a Doom Whisperer in play.
Effective.
Doom Whisperer has trample. It's your card. Your card. Okay, so Liliana, Doom Whisperer, Pelucranos. I should be mean. I'm being mean to Zythan. I shouldn't be mean to Zythan. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Zythan. That was mean. Alright, so what do I want to board? Pelucranos, Doom Whisperer, Liliana. Let's go. Yeah, that was mean. I'm sorry. Yeah, Zythan was stuck on 2 lands forever. Let's go Disdainful Stroke. And are these Banishing Lights good enough? Maybe. I'm just gonna go with one Disdainful Stroke instead of that other Thassa thing. The Oracle or whatever it's called. Spell? Spell. Let's flash in Omen of the Sea. I mean, I'm sure it's a free attack. Oh no, Zythan's stuck on 2 lands again. That's too bad. That's unfortunate. Ceratops. I think Ceratops needs to see the light. And then we can have Flicker to protect like our banishing light. Yeah, I can't really Flicker a Fate. Fibblethip. Too many cards. Should probably just keep the planes and discard this thing. Birth of Melithus.
Go ahead.
Beg for mercy.
Who love with the Twitch Prime sub? Thank you, love. Flicker of Fate being awesome. More life. Our 21st sub of the day. Yeah, I know. I know. Poor Zythan. Just can't play spells. So I can play Dream Eater to make... Yeah, I mean, it should just be Dream Eater. It makes Thassa a creature. Nope, 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 nope. I don't really want any of those. Basically just one Agent of Treachery. Yeah, Zythan's a sub here. Yeah. Zythan isn't really playing a food deck. It's just has Gilded Goose. Hey, Paul. Thanks for that resub. This deck was pretty good. I don't get to turn on Thassa. Let's make some more 3/3s. I could sack the Omen and scry 2. Nisa.
Power surges through these lands.
Yeah, Cavalier says destroy a permanent, you make a 3/3, but
Land
Thassa is
shall
indestructible.
conquer you.
You still make the 3/3. I feel bad. Feel bad for Zythan. That is going to be our 5-1, though. And our 2100 gold with 40 gems. GG, Zythan. Yeah, this deck was really cool. I like this deck a lot, and it felt pretty powerful too. The Thassa's Oracle, I don't like that card. I think that just playing like one like Teferi in the main deck would maybe be better. I don't know. I don't really like that card. Yeah, GG's there, Zythan. So, man, I'm so sorry about getting stuck on 2 lands each time. You had 25 lands and just 2 each game. Yeah, that's rough. I'm sorry about that. So yeah, so maybe just take out that Thassa's Oracle and just play a Teferi in here, where you can bounce your own stuff with Teferi or bounce their stuff. Teferi does things. I wouldn't mind also just a counterspell in the main. Maybe you just do that. Maybe just play like 1 veto just to get them. I think that could be fine also. Give you just like that piece of interaction. So that's another option if you want to do that. Just go like 1 veto. And just kind of get them that way. Or like 1 absorb. Probably want like a 2 mana counter. I don't, or you could just go with the time wipe. Like if so like those are options, or like 1 time wipe if there's like a lot of creature decks around and you want a time wipe in the main, you can do that too. There's nothing wrong with the main deck time wipe. So basically any one of those 3 cards in the main I'm perfectly fine with. Probably say just like Teferi, I guess. Thoughts on Meletus Saga? This thing. It's perfectly fine. I don't hate it. I think it's fine as like a 2 of. I'm not sure it's better than Omen of the Sea, honestly. It's probably not, honestly. I think yeah, Omen of the Sea is probably just better. What's up, Tomislav? Yeah, actually, Omen of the Sea is probably just better. Stop that. I liked the Omen of the Sea. Let's play like... Oh, no, I want Fibblethip. I want Fibble. I guess we didn't play it against any hyper aggro where Meletus would be even more valuable. I'll play 1. I think I want to traded 1 for an Omen, and then maybe just go with that. Because, we do draw a lot of different cards. It's kind of good to play different things. Yeah. Yeah, so I think yeah, probably replace one of those also. But besides that, everything went pretty well. Pretty well. Cavalier of Dawn looked awesome. Dream Eater still looked good. You could trim an Illyrios. Could probably trim one of these for another Teferi, but I mean this card still looked good. Like it was good for us for sure. But it's the kind of card you don't really want to draw a lot of. Elite Guard Mage was just awesome. Yeah, I liked this deck. Agent of Treachery won us games for sure. All right, so there we go. So that's Azorius Flicker. Yeah, I think it went really well. We'll have to play both of these decks again. Dimir, Kraken, and Azorius Flicker. They're both very good. We'll have to play them both again. All right, but that's it here for Azorius Flicker. So those of y'all watching on YouTube, hit that like button over there and leave those comments. Let me know. You know, try out both these decks. Let me know how they go. You know, yeah, leave those comments over there. Okay, but that's it here for Azorius Flicker. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you for the next video.